Good morning, my dear boys of class 12. Today, I am going to complete the physical and physiological difference between a male and female athlete. This is the first topic of chapter number 8, Physiology and Sports. Physiology and Sports. The topic is physical and physiological difference between a male and a female athlete, sports persons. First, physical differences. Point number 1, height. Male athletes are generally taller than the female athletes. A male sports person grows up to 20 to 22 years, whereas a female sports person grows up to 18 to 20 years. In case of female sports person, growth stops in 20 years only. And generally, males are taller than the females. Number 1. Number 2, body weight. Male sports persons are heavier than the female sports persons because of the density of the bone. The skeleton of a male is much more heavier than the female athletes. This is body weight. Number 2 difference. Number 3, structure, body structure. Males are having narrow waist and wider chest. Males have the bigger and broader head. Males have the stronger shoulders in comparison to their female counterparts. Number 3, males have the broader chest and stronger shoulder. The hands and palms of males are bigger than the females. This is body structure. Number 3, this is the structural difference when structural difference of body is concerned. Number 4, center of gravity. Males have the longer limbs, longer legs in comparison to the upper trunk of the body, whereas the females, the difference between the lower limbs and the upper trunks in case of female is not more, and females are having the better center of gravity. Number 5, adiposity. Females have more adipose tissues. Females have more percentage of fat in comparison to the male sports persons. And this is adiposity. This is the physical difference between a male and female athlete in comparison to with respect to height, body weight, body structure, center of gravity and adiposity. Now physiological difference. What is the physiological difference? I will be telling only 4 points. Number 1, when physiology is concerned, first कार्डियोवास्कुलर सिस्टम से बोलते हैं. व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस? साइज ऑफ द हार्ट. व्हाट? ना साइज ऑफ द हार्ट. मेल्स हैव बिगर एंड लार्जर हार्ट in comparison to their female counterparts. Size of the heart. Number 1. Number 2, stroke volume. Males, stroke volume. What is stroke volume? Now, the amount of blood pumped by the ventricles, left ventricle of heart in one stroke is known as the stroke volume. The stroke volume of a female sports person is less than the male sports persons. Males are having better stroke volume, more stroke volume than the female counterparts. Number 2. Number 3, blood pressure. Systolic and diastolic pressure, blood pressure in case of male is more than the female sports person. The systolic and diastolic blood pressure of a male sports person is much more than that of the female sports persons, female counterparts. Oxygen carrying capacity. Males are having better RBC count, higher RBC count, and thus the oxygen carrying capacity of the males is better than the females. And as stroke volume of males are more than the females, naturally the cardiac output of a male sports person is much more than the female counterparts. Now, what is cardiac output? Now, the amount of blood pumped by the ventricles of heart in 1 minute is known as cardiac output. Cardiac output of a male sports person is more than that of a female sports person. Today, after this, thank you very much.